And he's just so good at what he does.
Yeah.
And he's a good dude. Like, we like working with good people, but also people who are talented. And so
fun,
it's like win-win-win.
Yeah.
Win,
know
win,
that
win.
it's tough work, but have fun getting it done.
Yeah, good shout out, because they were super helpful for that. And honestly, all of our projects, to be honest, which again sits in your court, not mine. So I'm glad that I don't have to do a lot of that stuff. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Alexandra and Patrick, which
Hello.
We haven't had Patrick on for a little while, so it's kind of nice to have him back on because we've had a lot of other guests, which is great.
Awesome.
So not just a thrift store. We're going to do a couple really short episodes for you today to just give you some really quick bite-sized chunk facts about things that we're working on. So not a really big one or anything like that, just a quick, to the point. The first thing we want to talk about is generators, which is
super exciting.
Super exciting and so random, right? So living in Montana, a lot of us do actually have generators for our houses. Like, it's not an unusual thing for a Montanan to have a generator because we
like to be prepared.
We like to be prepared. We have serious weather.
Yes.
Not last year, but typically we have serious winters that could be death. Like, if all the power goes out, you could actually freeze to death, like in a genuine way. And so having a generator is
serious summer winter events
we
as
are.
well.
Yeah.
Like,
the weather's weird right now. The weather's just like off on its own thing. So that's where it's like we have a lot of people who rely on us in our homes. We have people who have medications that have to stay refrigerated, and like there are certain group homes that are more medically required, and then some of them are a little bit less, but still, like your food, like if it's the winter,
we have to puree food,
right? You have to have the specific things like necessary to provide excellent service and help these people live their lives. And we don't want that to be impactful to them when there's a big winter storm, or in the summer if we have a crazy flood, or we have a fire, or like there's a million reasons the power could go out. A chipmunk ate the power line. Like that's a real thing that happens. So like it could be anything. And so we have focused our energy this year. We did do some fundraising in the gala for generator, but we also are focusing our energy in our Great Fish Community Challenge this year on a generator for this building that we're in right now.
Correct.
Which is called the Grover Complex, I think.
Yes.
It's like a whole thing. It's
better
this
known
huge,
as,
but it's building. Basically our administration building. But it also now includes our continuing education center, which is wrapping up.
Supported living hub, our online
hub,
store, and our entire administration team, our vocational rehabilitation team, our records retention.
Everything,
and our
basically.
servers. Not to
it's huge. Huge.
And a lot of important things.
But we also have bathrooms and a full-size kitchen. So if something went wrong at one of like the power goes out at a couple group homes, we could actually pull everyone here. And they would be safe and they'd be comfortable. We have great accessibility.
Set up.
Yeah. So that's kind of the why of this building, because it's a big deal.
Our first, well, this will be our second.
It'll be our second. Yeah. So we did already fundraise for a one generator that's going in at one of our group homes.
So when you say generator, I think we need to be specific.
Clear that up. You're right.
Because what we all think of as generators for our personal use are small and operate off gas and can give us some power. But what we're looking for is to keep our homes fully functional. So as you dug into that, you learned a lot about generators.
It's a lot. Like generators can be huge. Like to me, what I would picture an entire power substation being, and it's a generator. They are all, these ones that we're looking at are natural gas wired in. They run like the second the power turns off, they turn on. It's that type of generator. This typically is Generac, which is what we're doing. Go a concrete pad. They do have the power line run in, but they operate off the natural gas. And so it's a whole install.
Yeah,
like
it's a big deal.
It's a to-do. It's not just a simple like run down to Home Depot, grab a generator, or Harbor Freight.
Like, we need to keep the refrigerator running.
Yes, the refrigerator, the air, everything.
And when you think about the people we serve, those are critical components. One, because of medical necessity, but overheating some of our individuals can lead to very quick, severe medical issues. Same thing with dehydration. Too cold, too hot. You know, there's a lot of sensitivity. Nice so the goal of having a fully operational facility is one, amazing, but also preparation, like all Montanans like to do. And that just gives us the ability to not just deliver excellent services, but help people survive an event that many of us could handle with our friends, our neighbors, and things like that.
You could reach out to people and
we
figure
are
it out.
those people for the people that we serve.
And I mean, if you picture it for a second, how many, I'd have to think off the top of my head, like in a few streets pattern downtown Kalispell, we have like 4 homes.
Yeah.
Right? Just that little chunk. Everything else there's a lot other than that too. But that one little section, if that little power grid went down, we would all be scrambling here at administration to help fix it. And so this creates a solution where we don't have to scramble.
Nope.
And the goal is, to be clear, to have a generator per home. But that's a lot of money. So we're starting here where we can bring everyone into one location. So we wouldn't have to scramble that much except like, okay, let's get the vans, let's go.
Right.
Done. Easy peasy. We like to say easy button, but it's not that easy, but it is much easier than not having a generator.
Yes.
So
we like to say easy button. Behind the scenes is strategy.
Yeah.
Years in advance, execution. So
little inside joke.
Yeah.
So I did actually buy an easy button for our meetings because it was a common thing for us to be like, to IT specifically, because none of us truly understand what IT does. He's a magician. And so we would always be like, it's so easy, right, Sam? Easy. And he would literally like turn red because he knew like it's not easy. And so I bought him an easy button and it sits in our meetings now.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things where like, obviously it's not that easy, but it seems like a great solution with a ton of behind the scenes work that's being done. So something I wanted to ask you, because we help 3 other sister companies. We've kind of touched on that in other podcasts, so you may know. We help 3 other sister companies, nonprofits in different smaller regions across Northwest Montana because we have talent. We have CEO, CFO. We have all this top level stuff. So we help. We step in and help in a lot of ways. And there's some stuff happening with that in the background too. One of those is in Libby.
Yes.
And Libby this last year had serious weather. So we had weather here where we had rolling power outages in the Flathead for like 3 or 4 days for certain people. But that's just a power outage. It's not like the end of the world. It is tough to deal with. You lose some of your food, etc. But in Libya, a whole bridge got washed out. Like it was a whole, they were kind of stranded for a minute.
They were. And not many ways out or any way out. And so the community was pretty, it was very scary.
It was a moment of sheer.
And for us, and I just want to be clear, we help. It's a very nice way to say that I serve as the CEO for those agencies.
Gentle way.
Which is great.
He
and
does
also
a lot
just
of work.
A plug, it's how we keep our Flathead Industries administration costs down because we farm those myself
talent.
and CFO and our
It's your talent
out to other smaller agencies who might not attract that in. So it keeps their overhead low and it keeps our overhead low. So we're always about efficiency. So it's a win-win. And it's awesome. We've done it for years. We absolutely love it. We are super close. But so that was scary in Libby because we have a beautiful group home that sits on a beautiful piece of land on Flower Creek, which is in the floodplain, which we have never had to deal with before. But the dam was targeted to not be able to withhold the water. And we had to evacuate.
Yeah.
And we had power outages.
Yeah.
But because years prior, we had lost power and the fire suppression system in the home froze, causing mass damage.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the thrift store water froze and broke too. So we had 2 major floods.
Huge issues.
So the insurance company helped us realize that we should be better prepared for these weather events. And so we did buy 2 generators. And so when this weather event hit, I got a call, of course, from Summer, who's one of the executive directors on site. And she goes, the generator's set up with our day program. The dam might not withhold the water. We are under evacuation orders. We are heading to the day program. We'll have power, water, heat, and everything we need. We're good to go. You good with that? Like, Yes. Execute.
Yes. Love that call. Instead
Love
of
that
like,
call.
what
Instead
do we
of
do?
what do we do,
Yeah.
we had a plan.
Yeah.
And it started with having the right equipment that we could evacuate one of our homes, go to a safe site that we had. Because like in all of the communities we work, we have multiple sites. And so
Yeah.
if there's a flood risk or something or other risk at one location, we can usually pull in, like our goal is here, pull into one site, hunker down, keep everybody safe until it's safe to return to home.
Right. And the thing too, I think I just want to point out is when Patrick says like there's a ton of strategy behind the scenes happening, this is like we had a generator, we had a plan, but we also had vehicles.
Yes.
We also had the ability to transport everyone in the
Yes.
way that they needed. And that's something that like it is really difficult. We try really hard to display that to you guys and have that transparency. But it is hard to understand the absolute like depth that goes into such a simple phone call of years of preparation, of having the right vehicles and having the great staff that we have who
Right.
are able to handle these emergency situations calmly and collectively.
Who know that we
Who
don't
know-
have a gas tank that's below half
Yeah,
full.
they keep track of
Because
that.
a community
matter.
that was
Yeah.
getting trapped by the bridge washing out, they have no incoming gas. They have
Yeah.
no incoming waters and things like that.
Yep.
So they are stranded. And
Yep.
so little things like that
It all adds up.
they already knew.
Yep.
They were ready to go.
And it was such a great success moment. And
It
I
was.
feel like probably a weight off your shoulders.
It was.
Like watching the floods happening, knowing that something is going, you know,
We didn't have to be like, where are we going to go? Who's going to transport? Do we have gas?
it was the winter.
What do we need to bring with us? Are we going to have power? How are we going to keep it warm? Like, it was done and dusted, as a friend of mine likes to say.
I love that. The big thing too, I think that we just have to like qualify is thank goodness we don't have, I mean, we do have a dam in the Flathead, but it's not so close like Libby where it is a genuine threat. So like here we are a little bit more, we're making sure everyone is warm and safe rather than like literally physically in safety, like from a flood.
Right.
We are lucky here. But Libby handled it so well. Like I knew that there was flooding happening and I was like, what's happening? Is everything okay? And he's like, yeah, everything's fine. It's all good.
We got it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
So that was the moment where I was like, you know what? Like generators. That's going to be our
That's-
2026 goal is like, let's focus on generators.
Well, and we continually are having weather events,
All the time.
power outages. It's just the frequency. And so
It does
it's
seem to
not
be
gonna,
increasing.
It's not in my head a what if, it's
Yeah.
a when. And so that's really the trigger of like, okay, we need a plan in place
Yeah.
so that we can execute just like Libby did. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. This is what we're doing, not what do we do.
I mean,
like
it's
you don't want
coming.
to say, what do I do in an emergency event?
We
You
had
want to
snow
plan
last June.
to execute.
Last June was snow. We just had floods
You mean during Climb Big Mountain?
during Climbing Mountain. That was something.
That was an
That
event.
was something. And then what was the flood that just happened? Like just 4 weeks ago?
Just the mass
A
amount
month
of
ago.
rain.
Yeah,
that
it
we
was
got
just
brought
rain.
the rivers back up
It
to
was
flood level.
crazy.
Yeah.
And like thankfully all of our homes are far enough away from like the rivers that we're not in a floodplain.
Right.
But, you know, it's still one of those things to keep in mind. It is a when, frankly. We live in Montana.
Yes.
Weather is crazy here, period. I will say the weather is crazy right now because it's super hot out. It's driving me nuts because I don't do the heat very well. But, and to be fair, like we hit record temperatures in Montana. And so like if the power goes out for a different reason, the grid is overwhelmed and we have a roll. What do they call it in California?
Rolling
a brownout.
blackouts.
A brownout?
Oh, brownout. Yeah.
Like something weird.
Yeah.
And it's that thing of like, okay, there are 20 different reasons the power could go out. It's not just snow. It's not just wind. There are other
Not just
reasons.
floods.
So it's that mentality of like, this is not just for winter. This is for summer too.
Right.
This is for all the reasons.
But also, all of those can happen. At
Yeah.
the, like kind
literally.
of what we didn't have the wind storm, I guess, in Libby, but we had flooding and power outages, and it was a lot.
And that
going
happened
on.
at the same time, I think, too. Like
We
Flathead Valley had
yes.
a windstorm and lost power, and Libby had a flood and lost power at the same time.
Yeah, and maybe they did have some wind too at that time.
I mean, I'm sure
It
there was a little bit,
yeah.
but the rain was what really hit.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it wasn't
was the flood.
snowing.
Yeah.
It wasn't snowing in December because our winter was a weird
was
situation. But that's the whole point. We want you guys to understand, why does it matter? Like, what is the big thing about having a generator? And again, it's a huge generator, like the size of this table generator.
Did we mention the cost of this?
We didn't, actually. That's a good point.
Put some context to it on why it's a fundraising event and not just let's go buy one.
Expensive. So if you go down to like Harbor Freight or Home Depot and buy like a small 6 kilowatt generator, which is very small, that's like enough for your camper, just for some context. It's like $1,000, okay, just for like some context. The one I looked into and did a lot of research on for one of our group homes, which is the smaller version of a Generac, was $15,000 installed. So that's like 12-ish for the generator itself. You have to get the gas line wired, you have to lay a concrete pad, and then obviously the install of all of it being wired, hardwired into the facility. Like 15-ish thousand. It probably would end up more like 17 because it always does. There's always a percentage that it increases. So roughly between $15,000 and $20,000 per facility. And we have, including thrift stores, 24 in the Flathead. But this is a goal where we want to see all of our homes covered. This building is a really big deal because it does create a safe hub. Our Life Skills Center is another wonderful, safe, like group meeting place if there was something that went wrong.
It's also another large space where multiple areas can come together. So that'll be our, after we get this one done, that's the next priority.
Next one.
Because then we have a group home and then 2 of our large sites. So like, push comes to shove, we can bring everybody in.
It might be squishy.
It's gonna be
but
tight.
We could do it.
We could do it. But then we'll get we'll
keep
one
going.
of our 3rd Avenue home or our 4th Avenue home, some of our other big homes, and we'll keep going and be able to do it.
And that's the cost. You're right. That's a good thing to highlight. Like it
While
will
we're
cost
also
a lot of money.
Doing accessibility, opening new sites, stretching into
kitchens.
Missoula, going through mergers and acquisitions. So
There's
it's not like this is the only budgetary item that we have in front of us. But here we go.
The more we can fundraise, the more we can do all at once is the whole thing. You know, if we can fundraise a ton, we can spread that out across multiple things. We have completed, it's not quite done yet, but the Continuing Education Center is so close. Like it's right there. Right there. And we'll get photos up and we'll share it. Maybe you'll do a podcast in there to show it off.
Yeah, totally.
I think that'd be super fun.
Do
a tour, walk through. But that was, if not completely, Patrick is the dollars guy. I think that was like completely fundraised for. Like
fundraise.
It was like
grants, a couple grants, and fundraising.
Yeah, like no expense. Just I mean, there was a lot of work. I'm not saying there wasn't.
I mean, our maintenance department, did a lot of the labor and things like that, so that we didn't have those external costs. But we fundraised
and I think
got it.
Two
also,
grants.
I want to give a shout out for Josh Stokey at Domestic Habitat. Also got DeWill's cabinet to give us 15% off. He got us 50% off on our appliances. He waived his design and install fees.
But he's also amazing to us on all things, not just this project. Let me clarify.
He's a good friend of Flathead Industries.
Yeah, he helps us with all our kitchen remodels, and he's just so good at what he does.
Yeah.
And he's a good dude. Like, we like working with good people, but also people who are talented. And so it's like win-win-win.
Know that it's tough work, but have fun getting it done.
Yeah, good shout out, because they were super helpful for that. And honestly, all of our projects, to be honest, which again sits in your court, not mine. So I'm glad that I don't have to do a lot of that stuff. If that makes sense to you guys, or maybe you have more questions, because maybe we glossed over something that makes a lot of sense to us, but maybe is not as well explained as we thought it was.
Or if you have really good ideas on like, hey, have you thought about this? This is something I experienced at a point in my life on an emergency, and I wish I would have had this in my bag.
There's always those stories. We would love to have that information, because then we can be prepared and make sure all our homes are prepared. And I love that. So comment, communicate with us. We love hearing from you guys. We love hearing your thoughts and questions, because there is so much behind the scenes, like below the water on the iceberg of Flathead Industries, and just trying to help you guys see that, I think, opens the door to communication both ways.
Communication and partnerships. That's what community's about.
So send us stuff, comment. I'm sure on YouTube we'll have comments here. We always get some really good input, so we would love to have more. And if you have ideas on things where you're like, I am so curious how you guys handle blah, 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 ask. We would love to tell you. Sometimes we just don't think of it as something that, it's just like day to day for us.
Right.
So we just don't think about talking about it. I think that's everything, though. So thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming back, Patrick.
Thanks for
and we
having me.
will post this soon and talk to you guys again soon, because we're going to talk about the galas in a second and do a second podcast.
All
We're
right, let's
batching our
go.
content. Bye.
Bye.